Alright guys, we'll come to you with some guerrilla boxing. I guess you can say guerrilla boxing recap. So we had the Gervonta 10 Davis rollie event tonight, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't really like necessarily looking forward to this fight. I was just like, okay, it's happening. Two undefeated dudes, both on the Mayweather promotion banner and stuff like that. I guess, it's cool. Been a lot of back and forth between the two. So I guess you can say I was like, okay, we can work with it, basically, you know what I mean? So I want to start with, I wasn't really jacking the Jesus Ramos. Really didn't pay much attention to that fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I more or less paid more attention to the Erislandy Lara versus Spike Sullivan fight. Now, Erislandy Lara. The thing is this. This is what everybody says. Everybody says they're going to be the first to knock out Erislandy Lara, but then the opposite happens. They end up getting knocked out. They end up getting stopped. That's the thing. Now, the thing about Erislandy Lara is this. Erislandy Lara is 38 years old, but what he has does not really disappear, and that's boxing skills. And when I say boxing skills, I mean boxing skills. I don't mean like power, so to say. I don't mean like just the physical aspects. I mean the technical aspects of boxing. You know what I mean? He has that. He has the technical aspects of boxing. So when he has the technical aspects of boxing, it's like, okay, well, it's ageless. Technique and stuff is ageless. Now, me personally, this is just me personally. Okay, not necessarily everybody believes this, but just me personally, I believe that Erislandy Lara, if he wants to, he can box on his toes. Like, I believe he can actually go ahead and box on his toes. He doesn't have to fight the way he fights. When you look at him in the last fight with that, what you want to call it, that cornflake dude, he stayed on the outside and ended that dude. You know what I mean? He didn't go inside with him. Now in this fight, he fought on the inside mostly. He fought in the pocket. And the thing is Spike Sullivan, he didn't really throw anything to really affect Lara like that. As a matter of fact, every time he tried to throw something, what Lara would do is he would just Lara would just come back with Lara would just come back. He would come back with more shots. He would come back with counter shots, and the most deadly counter he would come back with is that check hook, but also that straight left, which is like a sniper. That thing is like a sniper rifle. When he shoots that straight left down the pipe. And not only is it like a sniper rifle, that thing is like an equalizer, because what happened is that it knocked Spike Sullivan down, and I think that was in the fourth round. And then as in the latter part of the fight, it led to a stoppage, you know. To be honest with you, Arislandi Lara was just Arislandi Lara tonight. You know, boxing clinic about how to fight on the inside, you know, while not taking damage while fighting on the inside, you know. Always knew Arislandi Lara had an inside game. It's just that he didn't use it. But I figured that since he wasn't getting a fair shake by the judges, that's kind of what compels him to say, okay, I need to fight on the inside. You know? That's how I feel. That's what I believe. Is that he wasn't getting he felt that, okay, they're drawing the fights now, they're not giving me a win, so I gotta really convince them of a win. And so that's why I couldn't make a fight on the inside. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, yeah, man. He was piecing up Spike O'Sullivan. And the crazy thing about it is, he could have went to the body if he wanted to, but he was just like pretty much like, well, you know, his head is there, so let me just go off on that. And that he did. And led to the stoppage. Salute to Lara. I don't know what he does next. I mean, he can still make 154. That's the thing. I mean, he's campaigning at 160. I think he'll get in there with anybody, but at 160, I mean, it's not far-fetched, but when I think about it, honestly, at 160, and many people would think I sound crazy, but a fight with Jamal Charlo would make sense, because the thing is I don't know what Jamal Charlo wants to do, and seeing that he's just hanging around 160, I know Arislandi Lara will fight him. I know for a fact he will fight Jamal Charlo, you know. So I mean, I think honestly that's a good fight, and I know that this sounds crazy, but I would actually favor Arislandi Lara in a fight against Jamal Charlo. I'm dead serious when I say that I would favor Arislandi Lara in that fight. But now to the main event. Now, you know, Rollie sold the fight. Don't get it twisted. Rollie sold the fight. I mean, me personally, as I said before, I wasn't really necessarily looking forward to the fight, so to say. But, you know, Rollie sold it to a point where I was like, okay, well, this is cool. You know what I mean? But it's not worth pay-per-view. Put it that way. It's not worth paying for. You know what I mean? Paying for that, it's not worth it. But, you know, with Rollie, right? Although he really doesn't have that Cuban style, you know, the Cuban boxing style, it doesn't discount the fact that, I guess the Cuban never leaves him. So he did exhibit some certain things that you would be like, okay, this comes from the Cuban school. Like, this comes from Cuba. You know what I mean? He did kind of show that in the beginning of the fight. Surprisingly, he was staying on the outside at the beginning of the fight, you know, and I'm thinking to myself that he was gonna really put the pressure on Tank. You know, that's what I thought, because, you know, actually he was physically imposing, like more physically imposing than Tank when you really think about it. And the thing is that what happened is, like, with his jab and stuff like that, it was, I guess you can say it was cool, but it wasn't active enough. And because it wasn't active enough, it it ended up costing him, basically. You know what I mean? Because the jab have to be very active, and the thing is that with him, he didn't like really, he was using it, you know, but he wasn't like setting up things off of it. That was the problem, you know. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, he was catching Tank with some things, and he was actually, I know this sounds crazy, but he actually was like counterpunching Tank a couple of times. You know, I'm not gonna lie, he had some early success. Like, I can't even cap. But the problem is that he just, he just, what's the best way to describe it? The composure, you know, I guess the composure was lost, you know, at the beginning. You know, at the beginning of it, he kept his composure, right? You know, at the beginning of the fight, you know, it seemed like he was in a calm space. But as the fight progressed, you know what I mean, that's when I think he lost the composure. And that's when I believe that he I want to say, although he's not really fundamentally sound, he lost what fundamentals he had by getting a little bit erratic. And so what happened is, with Tank, he was playing the mouse tonight. He was playing the mouse tonight, meaning he was playing the guy who was just trying to bait him in. You know, he wasn't trying to play the aggressor, fight on the front foot, and do your thing. He wasn't doing that. He was trying to bait him in. And that's exactly what he did. And the thing is that rollie kind of made it easy. What happened was, when rollie threw the hook, it did hit Tank. Okay? Rollie threw the hook, right? But here's the thing about him throwing the hook. When he threw the hook, his neck was up like an ostrich, okay? That's the thing. His neck was up. When I say up, that thing was up. And so Tank saw that, and it was just like, I got him. You know what I mean? He timed him. Neck was up. Most of the, I would dare to say that the majority of the power from that punch was generated from rollie running into it rather than Tank throwing it, you know? And so that's all she wrote in the 6th round. Now, where does rollie go from here? You know, back to the drawing board. Since both him and Tiafimo, yeah, I honestly think they should fight each other, bro, because they both are on goofy time. You know, I'm not gonna even lie to you. They both are on goofy time. Now, as far as Tank, you know, he has to fight Shakur or Devin Haney. You know, and I'm pretty sure Devin Haney and Shakur were watching this and saying, well, you know, I see chinks in the armor. Now, here's the thing. Out of that group of them, out of that group of people, right? Out of those guys that I just named, the three that I just named, I'm not gonna cap. Tank is the least skillful boxer out of them. Out of Shakur, Devin Haney, and out of those two, out of Shakur and Haney. So if I were to guess, I would think that, you know, I'm not gonna even cap. I would think that Tank would have like tremendous problems with those dudes. I'm not gonna even sit here and lie. Yeah, I think he would have issues with them, man. I'm dead serious too. You know, but anyhow, it was cool little card. You know what I mean, for what it was. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Who was signing out and Jada.